everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a little bit different because this is my very first teacher video tag, and I recently watched a video by Casey Morris from Teaching on Less, and she basically did a tag where she had all of these great questions for teachers to answer for back to school. So this is a back to school teacher tag, so I'm just going to go ahead and answer the questions and hope that I don't embarrass myself, because I don't know, this is the very first time I've ever done a tag. So here we go. The first question. The first question is, where do you teach? Now, without giving away too much, because there are privacy issues with that, I do teach in Texas, in the city of San Antonio, and that's pretty much about all that I can really say. It is an elementary school. So the next question is, what grade do you teach? Well, I teach all of them, kinder through 5th grade. I see all the students in the school, and I love it because I get to see them all, and I think that's a lot of fun to be able to do that. In fact, my subject is music, so if you've been watching my videos, then you know that already, that I am a music teacher, and I kind of have the best job ever because the kids come to my room with the expectation that we are going to have a magical musical time, and that is my goal, is to make sure that they leave knowing that they had a magical musical time. So some days are better than others, but so far it's been pretty awesome, and you know, that leads me to the next question though. The next question is, when does your school start? So we started back on August 28th. We had 1 week of school, and now it's Labor Day weekend. Not much time for anything bad to happen, so all is good. But I do have to say, I am very impressed with the students this year and their behavior right off the bat. I mean, even the kindergartners I thought were a blast so far. I do still have one day left in the rotation though, and I will experience that on Tuesday. The next question is, what fun thing did you do this summer? This was crazy. We piled into a car and drove all the way from Texas to Florida, and not just anywhere in Florida, but South Florida. So we went to visit my mom and spend a few days with her so that Killian could play with Grandma and Great Grandma, also known as Mimi and Gigi. So that was a lot of fun, and we had to pile the car back up to come back, and it was pretty difficult coming back because we had more on the way back than when we went, because my mom likes to shower her grandson with gifts, so we had to make it fit, but it was worth it. I really enjoyed it, and Killian really had a lot of fun playing with his grandma and great grandma, Mimi and Gigi. Okay, so the next question is, well, it's not really a question, it's give 3 tips to teachers when starting back to school. And one tip I would have to say, the first one is, don't forget to enjoy the rest of your summer. I kind of got myself into like this panic mode where, oh my gosh, I have to get everything ready and I can't wait to get back in the classroom, and I feel like mentally I cut my summer short because I just could not wait for the school year to start. And I really think that it's because we started a little later this year, so it felt like summer was a little bit longer. And so I don't know, there's something about us teachers where when we get to that point where we've had enough of just sitting at home, you know, we're done, we have to get back to work. So that's pretty much where I was, and that's why I did so much preparation ahead of time. The second tip I would give is, well, it would be to prepare ahead of time, especially if you can do a little bit here and there during the summer. I think that if I would have started sooner, then I would have been more relaxed right before. So I think this next time around, if I plan on making any major changes to my room or any changes to my curriculum, I will think about that in little chunks throughout the summer rather than waiting until like the week or a week and a half before when I'm like, oh no, I need a laminator. And then, laminating all the things and printing all the things. I've gone through so many printer cartridges, it's ridiculous. The last thing, what would the last tip be, would be to stay calm, right? Just stay calm. It's gonna be okay in the end, and your students get more out of you when you're just a calm, sane person. I know there are moments when the students, they, with all the love in their heart, they just, they do that thing where they really get to you. But the best thing to do is just stay calm, deal with it, and think of it more as what is going on to make you behave this way, and how can I help you? Maybe helping is writing a note home, or sending them to the office eventually. But think of it more as, what can I do for you to make you a better student and to get you to that next level, whatever that might be in their student career. So just turning it around like that, any situation that might be escalating or could escalate, everybody just needs to start the day off with some yoga, I think. I need to take that advice, right? Because I don't do that, so, The next question is, what are your favorite back-to-school resources? And as of now, my binder, basically, from my ORF training is my absolute favorite back-to-school resource. I do love my Kodai books by Houlihan and Taka. They are amazing, and I still refer back to them, and pretty much still do what is on those lessons, because I am a vocalist first, but I do need to branch out and really reach for those instruments and get the kids playing them a little bit more, because to be honest, I've been a little bit afraid of that. And every time I look back in that binder at some of these ideas on how to incorporate the instruments, I feel more confident and excited to incorporate that aspect into my lessons. So definitely my binder from my summer ORF training. The next question is, who do you follow on social media that inspires you? The one teacher in particular that I follow on social media that inspires me is Michelle Foray from Pocketful of Primary, which is kind of odd because I'm a music teacher and my schedule is very different from somebody that teaches one level in a classroom all day. But just watching her do things in her classroom and talk about, all of the things that she does in her room, it's really inspiring and motivating to me, and I think that's why I ended up changing my whole classroom this year, is because I just really wanted to just make it my own and feel very much at home, and also, I wanted the kids to feel very welcome too, so that was kind of part of it. And she just really motivates me to want to be a better teacher, and that's really awesome. Another person that I watch on YouTube that inspires me is the Offbeat Homesteader. She is actually a homeschool mom of 4 kids, and she is formerly a city girl, I think. Yeah, formerly a city girl turned homesteader, and she has chickens and ducks and gardens and everything, and she also belly dances, and I just love how she is like, if I wasn't a teacher, I would want to be a homeschooling mom. I would want to teach my own children, and it would probably drive me nuts eventually, and I'd need my own outlet. And of course, for me, it would be sewing, and I do that anyways. But I just love to watch her videos on cooking and her belly dance videos, and they just make me feel like so inspired to just be a better mom as well. And that's kind of important, just not all about teaching. You're a person at home as well, and you need that part of your life. So with that, then there's also Nicole Burgess. I don't know if you say her name like that, Nicole Burgess or Nicole Burgess. I don't know. She needs to get on here and tell me how it's pronounced, so I know that. But she is also a teacher, but she does not vlog or anything about teaching. She talks mostly about couponing, which I love because I love saving money and, you know, getting good deals. And she also has Foodie Fridays, which is the best thing ever because a lot of her Foodie Fridays have been crockpot recipes. And hello, that's like a teacher's go-to because you just do it in the morning and then you get home and it's done. And yeah, so keep them coming, Nicole. I love Foodie Fridays. The next question is, what routine do you set for your students on day one? I still have one more day one left because it's 6-day rotation, but it's very repetitive no matter what grade it is. I do like to go over the rules because I feel like if I don't like just sit down and get it done, and then it's something that we just breeze over, and I just want them to know I mean it. We're gonna follow the rules because that's how we can be safe and explore music in my class. And this year I made a video and the kids really liked it. Some classes were like silent, like crickets. And then some other classes were just laughing and that was the best thing ever. So I definitely enjoyed doing that. But with the kindergartners, I will just directly talk to them because they're so little. They've never heard the rules before. I don't want them to miss anything. So if they have any questions or if they want to add anything to it, I let them. I want to hear them talk. You know, it's kind of my chance to hear what they have to say and also make them feel comfortable to speak up in my class. And I also like to do an activity to kind of get them feeling like this is a safe place. So with my older ones, I did this dice activity where you roll it and it has just some questions like, what did you do over the summer? What's your favorite part about music? What do you want to play in music? You know, what's your favorite instrument? Things like that. And that's really worked out really well because at my school we're really trying to focus more on student-centered work and activities, and that's definitely something that gets them talking to each other and sharing. And you know, it's not me standing in front of them telling them what to do. I do demonstrate it, but then I just let them go on and, you know, roll the dice and hopefully each of them will get a chance. And so far that's what I have noticed, that usually they'll get 1 or 2 chances. And they really have liked that activity and it lets them, you know, speak. They like to talk. Kids like to talk, let them talk. You know, let them learn right from the beginning, when is it okay to speak and when is it time to go listen. So definitely, that's a very long way of saying they need to learn when they can talk and when they need to listen. That's definitely something that I try to teach day one, is know when it's appropriate and then you're okay. So I'm going to move on to the next question. The next question is one thing or item you can't live without in school. And I should say my tuning fork because I'm a music teacher and it's just something that we wear it around our necks like a necklace and we hit it on our head so that all the kids can say, "What's that? What are you doing?" And then we put it up to our ear and it plays A440. It's very exact and perfect. Very great to have that little tool, but you know, I need coffee. Coffee is the one thing I cannot live without, and if I don't get my coffee in the morning, it's not going to be a good day. You'll know when I've had my coffee because I have a smile on my face and I'm ready to go. The next one is easy lunch pack recipes for teachers, and I got nothing. Ken makes my food most of the time, and I would say just having healthy choices available. If you have healthy choices available, then you'll make healthy choices. If you just keep junk food around, then you're gonna eat junk food. And that's pretty straightforward. You can't really go wrong. Last year, I ate a lot of leftovers, so whatever we had for dinner, I would take for lunch the next day. But this year, I'm gonna try to do more of a meal prep, which yesterday, we put together my lunches, and this week I'm gonna have a pasta salad with chicken, and I believe that I have mangoes and black bean hummus, which isn't really hummus, but still, it's more like black bean dip, and some of those pretzel chip things. So all healthy items, in my opinion. And yeah, so I'm just gonna eat that every single day, especially since it's only a 4-day week. Why not? It's done. I don't have to think about it. And that's another good thing to do, is just prepare it ahead of time, and then you don't have to think about it, especially if you can eat the same thing every day and not get bored. The last question is, what do you love most about back to school? And I think that I love getting back to see my students again. I have never been so excited to see them, and I really think that it just comes with time teaching at a school. You know, each year you get more attached to them, and you know, you just love seeing them. This year my 3rd graders are the ones that I had in kindergarten, so as they're getting older, you know, I'm their music teacher. My 4th graders and my 5th graders, they're amazing, and they're definitely mine. Like, you know, as a music teacher, when you start a new job, most of the older students are like, well, you're not Miss So-and-so, so I don't know you and I don't trust you. You know, but it's not like that for their classroom teacher, because they know they're going to get a new one. But when you're a specialist teacher, they expect to see the same face when they start school and when they end school. And when that face changes, they're a little bit wary. So I've gotten to the point where the students know it's going to be me, and they're like super excited, and I can feel the excitement. They come up to hug me. They're like so excited, and I just fed off that energy at Meet the Teacher Night. I just stood outside directing families where to go with all the construction, and they don't come to the specialist room during that time because they're just there really to see their classroom teacher. But I just felt like some of them like went out of their way to come and see me, and it's a great feeling. Like, they don't pay you to feel that, and that's like one big reason why some of us become teachers, is that we just feel that energy and that love, and you know, we want to just give it back. And like I said, they don't pay us to feel that way. They can't. You could never pay anyone to feel that way. It is a bonus feel, and if you're not feeling it, you need to find a way, because it's super exciting, and I think that's why my year has started off so amazing. Thank you for watching my video today. It was kind of long, I think. Some of the questions I tend to ramble. I don't like to think out my answers because I just feel like it's not quite as authentic for me, and I probably would end up messing up and having to start over a bunch of times. So I just kind of do this off the top of my head and hope for the best, and again, hope that I don't embarrass myself. So if you liked this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, and definitely leave me a comment. If you are a teacher and you haven't done a teacher tag yet, I'm going to challenge you to go ahead and answer these questions on your YouTube channel if you have one, or your blog if you have one. Either way, you know, I'm sure both of those are valid. Definitely. So thanks again for watching the video, and I will see you in the next video.